My name is Tonderai Gondwa. I have come from Zimbabwe and I am the father of Kaylee, who is my daughter. She's 1 year, 10 months old. At around 6 months, she started developing coughs and colds, and we would go to the hospital every now and then. Then they decided to go for an X-ray checkup, and that was around now when she was around 14 months old. After the X-ray, they discovered that she had some accumulation in her lungs of some sort, and they decided to have a go for a scan. So that's when they found out that she had a congenital heart defect. According to the doctors, after they did the echo scan, they discovered that she had a VSD hole in her heart. So this was causing her to have a bluish coloration in her hands and also in her feet. As we progressed, 4 months down the line, they saw that it was of no use being on the medication. So they said that we have to go for an operation, for heart surgery, so that they could amend this defect. So when we found out that she was due for an operation, what we did was we had to now look at the various hospitals that could do this kind of procedure. We had to look into India, and we had one of my wife's friend who then referred us to an Indian guy in Zimbabwe. He's a representative of Wockhardt, and he lives in Bulawayo, Zimbabwe. So we spoke to him and we sent him all the documents. After a week or so, he then responded to us and giving us a quotation. When we arrived at the airport, someone was already waiting for us. And when we arrived at the hospital also, they took us in, they carried our bags inside, and we were introduced to the representative of Wockhardt here in Mumbai. They admitted us, they gave us a room, which is a nice cozy room, I should say. It's our own private room. It has got the patient's bed and all. So I would say, well, it was a lot more than we had bargained for, or what we were actually thinking before. It was actually a good service. The hospital staff itself, they are well on time. They're very punctual. They turn up now and then to clean the room, to inject the baby, to do all kind of stuff. And sometimes you rarely even get, mostly because they keep checking on you to see if you're comfortable enough. So I think that is a good thing.
Baby Kaylee, who was about 1.5 years old, came to us from Zimbabwe. She had multiple birth defects within the heart. In addition, she also had defective circulation of the lung. The defect was so complex that we could not make a complete diagnosis on the basis of echocardiography, CT scan and MRI. So we had to use a latest technique called 3D printing. Now this technique uses the reports of CT scan and MRI and echocardiography to prepare a model like this of the heart, which gives all the information about the complexity of the defect. So by looking at this heart, and within the heart we can find out how to plan, how we can make a plan of how to make the operation. By use of this technique, we were able to correct all the defects within the heart as well as the defect in the lung. And this Kaylee recovered very well and was ready to go home on 11th post-operative day to Zimbabwe.
We had to console each other, we had to keep each other smiling. We just had to take our minds off the whole OT thing. We just have to take our minds off it, because we didn't want to put ourselves in a space whereby we would think of the West. We just wanted to remain positive. And also, after the explanations which were given to us by the doctors, and also the assurance we were confident enough that this operation was going to be a success. And indeed it was. It was me and my wife waiting on the OT door, waiting for some good news, which we finally got in the end. Just overexcited. We are overwhelmed, and we didn't expect to be here right now. We thought, because like our daughter she's 1 year 10 months now, like I've said, but because of her condition, she couldn't manage to stand or to walk or to even crawl. But now she's even showing signs. Like yesterday, she was actually asking me, "Papa, Papa, walk." So you see, I'm just glad we're getting there, and we were starting on a new page now in our life where we know everything is fine with our daughter.